Are you scared to go surf a big wave? No, I'll do it. Oh, no problem. Yeah. Are you scared you're going to go surf a big wave, but you're scared to go to the doctors. As a 23-year-old, I might have thought something was wrong, but cancer was not in my mind. I was living in Chico, and so Chico was a party town. I mean, it was basically just fun, it was a fun part of your life. You couldn't see my testicle. You couldn't see how swollen it was, so it was hidden, so I could hide that. But when my breasts started getting larger, to where you could start seeing them through my shirt a little bit, and then at that time, I was like, okay, I gotta go to the doctor. And then he asked if anything was wrong or different with my testicles, and I got scared. I told him no, and I got up in the doctor's office. I got up and I walked out. And it wasn't 4 to 6 months later that I even went back. He was like, you should deposit your sperm and think about, your future and do this for yourself. And I was like, no, I'm not there. I just got told that I had cancer. I'm not thinking about my future right now. I'm thinking about right now. And I had probably like 3 or 4 conversations with my urologist, which talked me into it. And I went and I made those deposits. So it was 17 years that it would be in the bank, right? So I met Mandy like 2006. As our relationship started progressing, it became more and more like, oh my gosh, I remember talking about it kind of early on. I mean, it was so early on because I felt like I didn't want to cheat Mandy out of even wasting her time in a relationship. I had to be honest and let her know that our chances aren't good of having a baby.
When I first met him and then knew about his entire story, I just felt like, it sounds corny, but I felt like I would not have met this man if it wasn't supposed to be, if it wasn't supposed to be that way.
I mean, we always knew we wanted to try, but this is gonna be so hard if it doesn't happen, and what are we gonna do if this doesn't happen? This was big to me. This was the time that was like, okay, we could be shot down, they could thaw the vials and there'll be nothing, or we thawed the vials and there was something we could use. So they called us the next day and they're like, you have 5 embryos. And we're like, what? Are we thinking what we thought we just heard? Like 5 embryos, that means I had 5 sperm. And they're like, yeah, you had 5 sperm and we connected them and now you have 5 embryos. So we had genetic testing done on those 5 embryos and 2 of those came back not good. We transferred 1 embryo.
Yeah, it's like 3 days bed rest, and they really didn't even want me taking a shower. They didn't want me on my feet that long. I was here, just waiting for that phone call.
We'd go in, take the pregnancy test, blood test, And they called us, and then he came right out and said, he's like, unfortunately, it didn't work, you know, so.
I mean, I just went in the room and like cried and cried and cried.
I felt like completely devastated if we can't have a baby together. The doctor walked in, he said, well, one of the embryos didn't make it through the thaw. And we're like, okay. There was tension. We were about ready to learn what our future was. It took us a second to pick it up because we were just kind of trying to take in what we were about ready, the news, good or bad, what we were about ready to hear.
Yeah, and I know I remember you telling me you love me.
We looked at each other, she's like, it's positive.
And we're like, oh my God.
I'm almost crying again, like thinking about it, but.
Well, I guess we're gonna have this baby now.
Speaking of.
Hi, Coco. Hi, Coco. Hey, girl. Hi, pretty girl.
Oh, I know what she's crying for.
Hi, pretty girl.
She was frozen for 17 years.
Where's her other arm? Oh.
You know, like, that's just weird. And the fact that I almost didn't do it, you know, and there's just so many things that come into play. So my advice would just be do it and get it handled and face it. I mean, the other thing that, you know, men like to, you know, I feel like if you feel like you're manly, then it's like meet it head on, you know? If you're scared, well, meet it head on and just go do it. Take care of it.